Why simplicity feels like the new luxury. Once upon a time, luxury was obvious. You could spot it a mile away. Bigger houses, fancier cars, designer labels, wild vacations in places you couldn't even pronounce, and gadgets fresh off the production line. It was all about who could pile up the most stuff the fastest. If you owned more, you must have been doing something right. But lately, things don't look the same. Now, luxury isn't just about what's parked in your driveway or hanging in your closet. It's more about how you actually live. These days, the high life can look surprisingly down to earth, like waking up and not immediately sprinting into your day, or having enough money so you're not always sweating over bills. It's a home that feels peaceful, not bursting at the seams. A little time to sit quietly and drink your coffee, maybe even sneak out for a walk in nature on a weekday, just because you can. Real freedom means you can say no without worrying, being with loved ones and actually paying attention, and maybe most importantly, having headspace to hear your own thoughts for once. In a world where we're constantly pushed to do more, buy more, achieve more, simplicity itself feels like wealth. When everything's grabbing for your attention, peace is rare. When everyone's busy, time is precious. And when life keeps getting more tangled, clarity turns into luxury. Let's be honest, so many people feel stretched thin, financially and emotionally. Suddenly, just having enough starts feeling like abundance. The hidden cost of more. We've been programmed, by marketers, by culture, probably even by our own families, to believe that the answer is always more. More income, more stuff, more cool experiences, more followers, more opportunities, more productivity, more success. But every single more comes with a price. More stuff means more upkeep. More plans means less free time. More choices. Hello, decision fatigue. More money worries. More digital distractions make it impossible to think. Doing more doesn't always mean you're getting anywhere. At some point, chasing more tips over into too much. We fill up our calendars, our homes, our inboxes, and our brains, and then wonder why we're exhausted. Maybe what we need isn't more. Maybe we need less of what drains us and more of what actually matters. That's where simplicity really begins. Simplicity isn't having nothing. Sometimes people confuse simplicity with having nothing or living like a monk, but that's not it. Simplicity's about clearing space for what truly matters. You can enjoy a beautiful home, nice things, and have ambitions, but still live simply. You don't need to make money your whole world. The goal isn't eliminating everything, it's getting rid of what's unnecessary so there's more room for what's meaningful. Simplicity asks a whole different question. Not, how much can I have, but, what's enough for the life I actually want? Asking that can totally change your perspective. Time, the ultimate luxury. You know what people are craving more than ever? Time. Not because it's expensive, but because nobody can buy more of it. You can earn more cash, replace gadgets, get a bigger house, but you can't get back yesterday. Time is irreplaceable. Still, so many folks trade their hours away from money without really considering if their way of living makes sense. Luxury today is about controlling your time. It's choosing how your day unfolds, making space for your health, your relationships, your thinking, your rest. Time to explore, to create, to just be. It doesn't mean quitting your job and moving to a cabin in the woods. It might just mean being more intentional. Cutting back on unnecessary commitments, building better boundaries, smoothing out your finances, maybe picking up a skill or side hustle, or finding work that fits the life you actually want. When you carve out your life with intention, your time becomes priceless. Peace of mind. What's it worth? Think about it. What's the point of a beautiful life if you're too stressed to enjoy it? You can have a fancy lifestyle and still feel wiped out. Your calendar could be crammed, but you feel empty. Your house could be stuffed, but your mind's anything but peaceful. That's why peace of mind is catching everyone's attention. Simplicity creates breathing room, space to think, to recover, to notice what's going on inside. When your surroundings, plans, and priorities are streamlined, some of that mental noise fades. You get better at knowing what's urgent versus what matters. You stop automatically saying yes to everything. You get choosier about where your energy goes. Life begins to feel lighter. Honestly, that feeling can't be bought. Financial resilience is a luxury, too. Simplicity's got a financial side. Living simply isn't living cheap. It's about spending with intention. Instead of buying to show off, you spend based on what's important to you. Rather than always upgrading, you ask yourself, is what I have enough? And when your income bumps up, you don't let lifestyle inflation gobble it all. You try to save, invest, and build a cushion. It's not just about being rich for the sake of it. It's about setting yourself up so money offers you choices, not headaches. Financial resilience could mean an emergency fund, cutting unnecessary debts, investing regularly, learning valuable skills, building a side income, or just finally knowing which expenses are important and which aren't. A simpler financial life leads to a richer overall life. Owning your attention. Your attention's valuable. Tons of businesses are fighting for it every day. Notifications, news, social media, ads, emails, endless scrolling. It's non-stop. But simplicity lets you look away. Put the phone down. Stop consuming, start creating. Protect your mornings. Spend an evening without posting it. Enjoy a meal without snapping a photo. Go for a walk without earbuds. Sit in silence without grabbing your device. In a world of endless stimulation, being fully present really is a luxury. And the best gift you can give yourself? The ability to actually be right there in your own life. A life that fits you. One of the biggest issues with the modern idea of success is that we're always trying to live someone else's dream. We're told what winning looks like, what to want, how much to earn, where to live, what to own, how busy we should be. But what if your version of success is different? What if you don't want the biggest house? What if flexibility matters more than your status? What if you'd rather enjoy quiet mornings than chase the fancy job title? Maybe your dream is more choice, not more grind. There's no single formula. Simplicity lets you turn down the volume on comparison and ask, what does a good life mean to me? That question? It's powerful. Because true luxury might not be everyone admiring your life. It might be living a life that's genuinely your own. Simplicity makes better choice possible. If your life's jam-packed, with obligations, stuff, bills, distractions, it's hard to make thoughtful decisions. You end up running on autopilot, reacting instead of choosing, just rushing through. But when you simplify, you get space. Space creates perspective. You can pause and ask, does this matter anymore? Does it make my life better or just busier? Is this what I want or just what I think I should want? Is this expense actually in line with my priorities? Is this commitment really worth my time? Is this relationship healthy? Is this job helping me build the life I want? Simple questions, big impact. Because a simple life isn't a small life. It's an intentional one. One where your time, money, energy, and attention flow toward what matters. Luxury is knowing what's enough. The biggest shift might be learning to recognize enough. Enough stuff, enough commitments, enough info, enough entertainment, enough chasing, proving, comparing, just enough. Sounds like limitation on the surface, but actually, it's freedom. When you know what's enough, you're less vulnerable to relentless consumption. You don't need every new thing. You don't need to keep up with anyone. You don't need to make every moment productive. You just get to live. And honestly, that kind of living, that's true luxury. Is a simpler life the richest life? The world keeps telling us luxury means having more, but we're waking up to the idea that the best things aren't for sale. Time, freedom, peace, health, connection, meaning, space, choice, presence, all the things that make life feel rich, And you find them not by piling more stuff on, but by stripping away what doesn't serve you. Maybe simplicity's becoming the new luxury because we're finally tired. Tired of always being busy. Tired of accumulating things we never use. Tired of chasing goals that don't fill us up. Tired of confusing activity for accomplishment. Tired of being connected to everyone while losing touch with ourselves. Maybe we're searching for something quieter, more intentional, something that lets us breathe. Because the richest life isn't about having the most. It's about having the most meaning, the most freedom, the most peace, the most choice, and the most space to enjoy what you've worked so hard to build. Simplicity isn't about giving up the good life, it's about redefining what the good life actually is. Sometimes, in a world that keeps shouting, "Want more!" just choosing enough is the most luxurious thing you can do. There has to be a better way. Simply better.